Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with the new best log bait deck in Clash Royale. The ranked 7 player in the world has rushed to the top of the leaderboard by planning on a pure offensive deck. Instead of using buildings, this deck rapidly decimates big pushes with the Evolved Archers, Little Prince, and the Rocket. If opponents stack up too much stuff, the Rocket is a complete carry, erasing all of their elixir from the map. And it's unbelievably difficult for opponents to build up the pushes they want because they're always getting attacked by bandits, split up rascals, split up archers, goblin gang. Every one of your cards attacks both sides at the same time. With an Evolved Archer or Little Prince lock or a bandit dashing on the tower, you can start to rocket cycle. Now with level 15, you get free wins with 2 rockets at 1,082 health, while you easily defend with Little Prince and your opponent screams in pure pain. This maximum aggression log bait deck has to be the most annoying goblin barrel deck that you could possibly face. So let's aggravate our opponents and assert dominance. A whole lot of love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to make all the daily videos possible. Yo, we got a game against Eraser. So we're gonna erase him from the face of this earth, and we're also gonna erase him with our units. So first things first, we're gonna go in for our bandit in the back. Unfortunately, we don't have our archers to cycle as our first play, but it is what it is. So whenever we see Dark Prince into a bandit, you have to wonder, what is this guy thinking? Because the bandit's going to nullify the Dark Prince's charge, and it's also going to be a pretty bad trade from overall because he spends 4 elixir there, we spend 3. The one time Rocket is actually useful is this meta because of that. Everyone is running Sparky Goblin Giant, and this deck Shreks the Shrek. So I'm going to go click the ability when I can afford enough elixir. It's going to take a bit. Oh, no. Please get the ability down. Thank goodness, we bopped the Goblin Giant back. We're still taking a tremendous amount of damage, but if I had went in for a Goblin Gang, it would have gotten raged or deleted by a zap in this case. So you want to go for your Little Prince, even if you're only at 3 elixir. It is way better to go for Little Prince instead of going in for a Goblin Gang there. That would have been an instant good game. You know what? He's going to get put to shame right now. My man is going to get put on a t-shirt right now. Goblin Barrel is going on the tower, and he doesn't have anything left over. That is crazy. So if we're going to be able to go for Goblin Barrels when our opponent doesn't have Log or Barb Barrel to immediately kill the Goblins, then we can have something tanking for the Goblin Barrel to get even more damage. And that's exactly what happened there. I will go for Archers instead of dropping anything else on defense because, first off, Archers are a range card, so they're able to piece apart whatever he's dropping from a distance. So they're going to stay safe for a while. Secondly, Evolved Archers. Enough said. Broken. All right, we're going to click the Little Prince ability as soon as we possibly can. He's going to go in for a Zap. I expect that to happen soon. Oh, he's got Zap and Rage. Wow. Okay, well, we bopped it back, but it still locks onto our tower. Generally, you want to be bopping it back in a straight line, but it still worked out pretty fine for us. I thought he was going to go Sparky. So I wanted to go in for Bandit left-hand side to secure that tower, and then I wanted to take the right-hand tower at the same time, but it seems like this guy has no intent of going in for a Sparky. He is 100% screwed. There's nothing he can do to come back in this game. Whenever we defend this, we will secure the bag. So we're going to go for a log, knock back the Dark Prince, make sure it doesn't charge really close to our Spear Goblins. We're going to rocket any Sparky. Goblin Giants are just going to get knocked back by this Little Prince. This is the appropriate Little Prince placement. You want it to be in a straight line, so you knock it back as far as possible. Notice how the Little Prince knocked back the Goblin Giant way further than it did the first couple times. That's what you want to do. Have it in alignment, and then there's no way for you to fall. He might take a tower, but he's still screwed. Yo, he took 1, but we've got 4 Rascal Girls powering down the 3 crowd. So I don't know if that was worth it for him, but it was definitely worth it for us to power up our pass route just a little bit further. The biggest benefit of running Rocket is shutting down Sparky so easily. Yo, this guy's flexing the 20-win emote. You already know he has to be really talented at the game. He's going to go for Archers in the back, and this is our first game that we're going to be playing in level 15. So let's run it. Let's go for it. We're evolving out here. Probably not in my favorite direction. I wish we would downgrade so it'd be more free-to-play friendly, but the Bandit might be able to lock on the tower. Whenever we're playing against someone that's got the 20 win, I have to focus up and respect their skill. So we're going to go for the Goblin Barrel in the safe spot. If he's going to go in for a Barb Barrel, that's fine, or Tornado. But he goes in for a Log, which is not something that we want to see. And it's even worse to see a Hog Rider, because that is the worst card for us to play against in this matchup. At all, like, it's going to get 1 hit every time. Like, we look at it, and we can go for a Little Prince plus the ability to make sure it gets 1 hit. We can go Rascals, and it still gets 1 hit. We can go in for Archers and then drop like a Bandit and then maybe counter it, but it's so much elixir that we have to spend, and I don't want to have to spend 6 elixir every time and have the right card cycle and feel really comfortable with that. It just feels awkward. So we're going to try to go click our Little Prince ability, and maybe we can go and snag an Ice Spirit or Skeletons here. We'll see what he does. He goes in for Skeletons off to the side. Wait, the Guardian's on the tower, and we force out a Snowball. You know what? He's only got a couple more spells other than that. It's fine. He's going to have Log and he's going to have Earthquake, so he's set up for success here. He's going to go for a Hog Rider on defense, interestingly enough. Which isn't that good for him. Should lose the Hog. So this is definitely the most difficult matchup that we could play into. Done with Hog Rider, Earthquake, Log, and Snowball when we have no buildings and a log bait deck. You can counter my Goblin Barrel every time, and I can't counter the Hog. That's what we've realized here. I'm gonna Earthquake. I think since we have Little Prince, maybe we can make something happen here. Recycle that in the back and build up a bigger push. We do have to win this matchup in single elixir most of the time, so this is our push. If we don't do damage, I think we lose. There's a lot riding on this one. We're going to go in for our Rascal split, and we're splitting up the Thick Boy on the left-hand side since we can click the Little Prince ability on the right. Let's go and do that right now. And then we can go in for a Giant Snowball counter, possibly with a Goblin Barrel. If the Rascal and the Evolved Archer on the left locks onto the tower, we can maybe do some damage. All right, that's good. That's good. That's a lot of damage. Let's pre-rocket on a Hog Rider that he's going to drop, please. Nice! Got to make those predictions if we're going to win the game. If I didn't do that, there was no answer for me available because the Hog Rider would have dispersed and I wouldn't have been able to hit everything at once. So that was the only way I could have made anything happen. All right, we can go for a Bandit, latch on to the Archer, get him to go in for Skeletons and make a prediction on that in the middle. Oh, he's going to go Cannon instead. He went for Skeletons too. I was hoping he would do both because last time he did Skeletons and we would have been able to hit it with the log and then finesse him and break through. We have to make huge outplays if we want to win this. So let's just keep cycling our Archers so we can counter the Hog Rider with that and maybe get a good enough trade on defense to offense. All right, he's going to Earthquake and he still gets a hit. See, that's the problem. They always get a hit. We're going to go in for the ability here. We're going to try to pre-log on Skeletons maybe. Doesn't happen. Oh my gosh, he's going to go for Evolved Archers as well. You know what? If he goes Hog Rider, we're almost able to full counter it. If we go for Archers, it doesn't full counter. We want to go for like Goblins as well. That should be able to stop the Hog Rider with no damage. Oh my gosh, it was close. It was really close to dealing damage there. Go Goblin Barrel in the back and try to simultaneously apply pressure with everything at once so then maybe he freaks out and misses. Yes, he misses! That's a lot of damage. Okay, we take those. Now we can go Little Prince. I'm going to go in for Archers again. I'm going to go for Rascals in the right. And I want this Little Prince to constantly apply pressure with its ability because it's hard for him to defend it. That's the main thing that I like about it so much. The ability gets right up close in his business. So we're going to go for the Goblin Barrel counter, possibly with a log. What is he going to have? He's not going to have log in cycle, so he might just lose the game. Yo, we just finessed a 20-win player when he hard countered me. No way did I just win that matchup. That's insane. The guy had 3 spells, and he had a win condition that I had no way to stop, but somehow we came out on top. The MVP of the match has to be that prediction rocket. If I hadn't blasted that out, we would have been blasted out of the match real fast. The tricky Goblin Barrel gave us gobs of damage too. Yo, this guy finished 76 in the world. We've got a challenger. The last game we played against someone that hit a 20 win. Now we're leveling up the difficulty. Top 100 in Clash? That's insanely talented. So we're going to go for Rascal split in the back first play, and he's going to go in for a Little Prince. You never want to rocket that unless you want to just throw the game in the trash. So we'll see what's up. Maybe we can go for a Goblin Gang in the left-hand side. I kind of want to split it because I think that's going to be a bit of a better maneuver. He's going to drop 6 Elixir. We drop 5 with the Rascals, and now he's going to go and drop 7 with the Electro Spirit. So overall, we got a pretty good trade as long as we can go and finish off his Little Prince. He used his log. This is our opportunity to pile on the pressure. So strategy for us, go Bandit. And then try to go in for a lot of Elixir in the right-hand side and see what's cracking. Because we can go in for the ability of the Little Prince as well, and that would be nice. As long as we're able to get the Little Prince ability closer to the tower, it's going to be well worth it for us. If I can snap on top of that Electro Spirit, that would have been even better. But we might be able to finagle our way through the Phoenix Egg if we can log that. Nice. No Phoenix Resurrection for you today. And we roll through and hit the tower too. So since we know that our opponent's probably going to be running a Royal Giant deck, it's only fair that I save my Evolved Archers or my Rascals for that every time. When they decide to go in for a log on the Rascal Girls, then you go for Goblin Gang afterward, and then you have the Rascals still protecting the Goblin Gang. So it's basically like a pseudo Rascal Girls, but in the form of a Goblin Gang. Kind of cool. All right, I'm going to go Bandit here. We're also going to go Little Prince, and we're going to get that Little Prince on his Little Prince. If he goes and clicks the ability, that's totally fine. I think that we're in a decent spot, all things considered. We're going to go Goblin Barrel, try to bait out his log. Our Little Prince wins this interaction because R starts firing first. And then he's going to go click the Fisherman. Let's go Goblin Gang. And then it's weird how the Fisherman isn't looking towards the right thing, but it always targets it. Like, for instance, it was looking towards the Goblin Gang, and then it goes and pulls my Little Prince. Not ideal, but that's how Clash Royale works right now. Fisherman, he tries to freak you out. And if you are like, oh, everything's fine, and then you don't know the mechanic that the Fisherman never looks at what he's pulling, you are going to pull a loss. So I'm going to go in for a Little Prince to go and push back his Royal Giant. That's generally the best play for us. I want to go in for rascals here as well so we can keep the evolved archer alive a little bit longer. If he fireballs, that would make sense, but he missed it. So that's huge value for us. Now we can go and push back his royal giant so it never gets a shot, because if it gets damage... Oh, that was the weirdest pushback ever. It kind of like rebounded and somersaulted back. How'd that happen? I don't even know. Anyway, I want to pile on more pressure because we are up a lot. We have a lot of stuff counter pushing, and we've got the archer's evolution still alive. So that's going to be a bit of pain and suffering for our opponent. He used his log as well. So let's go in for this. And let's go in for a goblin gang. He's really aggravated by this deck. You can tell with his emotes. Looking at this, and he's like, I don't have a login cycle, and now I have to deal with that too? Stop it, Jake. But we're not stopping. We just keep spamming. Also, if we get the Little Prince on the field, then we can unlock the 3-card cycle, but I'm not going to do that because then I wouldn't have anything for the Royal Giant. Actually, that's a lie. I do have Rascals, so I think it's fine. Let's go for Goblin Gang here as well, and then we've got Evolved Archers as well, so let's go and split those in the back so we can apply pressure on both sides. Wait, he has nothing. Oh, he's expecting me to go Goblin Barrel, but I'm going to wait a little bit, and then his Electric Spirit's out of cycle with no skeletons, and then how does he counter this? I actually want to know. He cycled back somehow. Did we get the ability down? Oh, we did! No way! He wasn't prepared. He's going to go skeletons. Did we get the log down in time? No, but we kill the egg from the Phoenix. All right, 2 rockets wins us the game, so we could just go for that. I mean, this guy is a top 100 player, and we are toying with this man right now. It's hilarious. So we know that we can just rocket twice, and then we're going to send him to the Shadow Realm. He's going to Royal Giant at some point. Wherever he wants to is fine. Because we do have the Little Prince. He has to go for a Fisherman prediction on this, and I don't think he's going to get it down in time. Nope, not even going to come close to that. He's going to Fireball instead. He was just so mentally exhausted, despite him being such a good player, he didn't even go for the Fisherman predict. And that was pretty obvious to do. So we're going to go through with the rocket and blast them away. GG, man. That was a really fun game to play. So as exemplified by that game, you can toy with top 100 players with this deck. You constantly keep up with the offense, so they have no room to make any good decisions. As long as you don't do some stupid play like donating all of your elixir into a log, you're gonna roll away with monumentous value. And if they don't gain enough elixir to go on offense, they're straight up screwed. Yo, we got a game against Smurf Played, one of the best pekka players in the game, and he's also one of my favorite people. So it's cool to play against my friends in Clash. We're gonna drop a good luck and also give him some love. And he's got Firecracker, so he's probably playing the standard Pekka deck. He likes the Firecracker evolution a lot. So I'm going to go in for Rascals here. I don't get to activate King Tower against this Firecracker, but it is what it is. If the Bandit can dash onto the Firecracker, it'd make me happy. Yeah, let's go. So Bandit on Bandit action. Not going to completely kill the Bandit, but I can log to finish it off guaranteed. No damage up in here. He's going to go for an Electro Wizard. So interestingly enough, I think that as long as I go in Cycle Evolved Archers, that's my equation to win. We can 2-tap Evolve Firecrackers that way. So that's going to be our best way to counter it. Not necessarily going to be easy, but it is possible. So I'm going to go Goblin Barrel on the right-hand side so he doesn't go in for a Pekka or something crazy here. I really hope he doesn't do that. Sometimes he does, and it makes me a sad sir. We go Bandit as well. We're going to save our Goblin Gang for a nice bait answer to go and counter whatever bridge spam he drops. You can also go in for a Little Prince to eventually activate King Tower. That's nice to have that happen. And then, no Royal Ghost in Cycle. Let's go for this. With the Little Prince ability right before it crosses the river. And we'll see if he Pekkas. He probably does something like that. The Bandit doesn't dash! That got so lucky for me. Okay. Little Prince gonna lock on a tower. That's a lot of damage. He's gonna have to go for an Electro Wizard. So when the Little Prince locks on a tower and it ramps up his attack speed over time, that's where you start to cannibalize your opponent. He might go Goblin Gang counter with a Royal Ghost. Not bad to it. He goes Battle Ram. Really bad card cycle for him. So let's take advantage of the situation and pile on more pressure with a Goblin Barrel, get the Royal Ghost out of him then. And then we can conveniently counter everything with archers and then a bandit. We're going to delay our archers as long as possible so then they don't adventure off into the Royal Ghost too quickly. And then we can go bandit here. I hope that the Royal Ghost targets sense to my archers. Thankfully, it works. All right, cool. So we want to keep up the pressure, as you guys know. So he's not going to be able to go for a peck in the back or build up big pushes. I could log on the bandit so then we're able to kill it a little bit quicker. I don't think that it's going to die unless I log. Oh, it's not going to die even if I go for a log. I should have logged so then the archer would have been able to get one more shot. That was bad gameplay on my end. It happens. You might want to rocket on everything. Throw back to that massive rocket value that we got against the Hog Rider. I wonder if it happens again. Can we time it that it hits everything or nothing? Please give me everything. It hit everything. Let's go, baby. Oh, that was the highest voice level I've ever achieved. Hopefully our gameplay can achieve that level as well someday. We go Goblin Barrel, but our rockets have been on point today, man. Crazy. All right, Goblin Barrel, possibly going to be able to get Royal Ghosted any second. I don't know. We're going to log here. We're going to go in for archers afterward, possibly. Nah, we're going to go Little Prince off to the side so he doesn't get any extra damage anywhere else. We could start to rocket cycle him. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's run a rocket. We got the toxic rocket cycle throwback, baby. All right, so I need 2 more rockets and I win. We can just go for a goblin barrel and a log and then try to get some damage that way. Because if the goblins just get a little bit of love, then we're chilling. Doesn't happen the way that we want, but it's all good. Also rocket again here and then try to go for a Little Prince action. Knock everything back and see what happens. Little Prince doesn't come down, then we're sad, sir, but it does work out. Now we can go in for a Goblin Gang. Hopefully he doesn't make a pre-spell. Good for us. He does go for the spell, but it's all good. Now he doesn't have it in cycle, so he should stop this bandit from crossing the river because he knows I'm going to go for a Goblin Barrel. But he doesn't have Elixir to stop everything at once. So the bandit is going to get tanking for the Goblin Barrel, so that allows us to put him in rocket range. So instead of doing anything stupid, I'm just going to rocket the tower and guarantee the win, all right? So it's always nice beating your friends, especially when they're some of the best players in the world. I'm going to hit them up with a good game and give them peace out and a little bit of love as we jump on to the next game with a matchup that I was pretty happy to get. Supercell, if you're watching this, you gotta buff Pekka because it is one of the worst cards in the game, despite it being one of the most fun cards to play. I would increase the Pekka's health because it just feels like paper and it gets shredded when you defend it. With all the high damage cards like Little Prince and Evolved Archers, Pekka never stands a chance, while it gets distracted by Evolved Skeletons, Goblin Gangs, and the infinite amount of Swarm cards. Yo, this guy finished 2 in the world! What's up, Cheesecake? Okay, well, he actually finished number 15 in the world last season, 2 in a global tournament. He's insanely good at the game. So we're dropping good luck and drop some love and see what's happening. He usually runs piggies, so we'll see if that's what he's going to be playing right now. I don't think I can beat him, but there's always a chance. Maybe we get really lucky. Maybe he messes up. Who knows? You know what? We might not have a good card cycle for this. Let's do something spectacularly stupid. Let's go Goblin Barrel, force out the Royal Delivery, and then try to get some damage to the right-hand side. Because he doesn't end up having the log immediately. Okay, he does log. He just logs it a little bit later. And we're getting a lot of damage to the left. Wait, we're winning the game right now. It's looking good. But it's probably not going to look good for long because he's going to go piggies and earthquake my Goblin Gang. So, all right, let's rocket it. Please, give me a good trade. Please go earthquake. Oh, he doesn't even do that. Oh, no. This is literally looking bad. We might have to rocket piggies for the remainder of the game. But I think he's going to outcycle me. So, slightly scared. Just a little bit. Didn't want to take the damage. Okay, so he's getting the 3-card cycle with a Little Prince right now. I have to go for archers in the same side, but oh man, it's tough. I need the damage. Oh no. You would never do this against me, Cheesecake. He's trying to cake me, guys. He's trying to cake me. All right, I think we're good. Yeah, we kill everything. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. It's all calculated. We're going to get rascals down in the face of the Little Prince. Right? It's kind of... Why is it not killing Little Prince? Okay, Little Prince is dead. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're still alive somehow. Okay, I can go for a Goblin Barrel in the back, but it's not going to work out. Of course, Rail Delivery completely cleans up. I don't know what we're going to do here, but I think we have to play really aggressive and single to win, and single is about to approach out of nowhere and go away to never be seen again. So, yeah, single is gone. We gotta go for archers. I don't think we even hit the Ice Spirit here. I gotta go rocket again. The only way to kill these piggies. It's a -1 trade, but it works. All right, maybe we can go and like snipe stuff with our Evolved Archers and have that happen. There's a chance. I'm gonna go Little Prince in the back left, and then I'm gonna go in for our Rascals when we get the opportunity. Split them. I can go in for Goblin Gang because he just uses log. Still gonna have Royal Delivery. He's gonna try to Earthquake cycle me right now at this point because he's in a pretty good spot. All right. He's cycling log too and Evolved Skeletons. He's trying to get us to go in for like a Goblin Barrel on that. Interesting. Let's do this. Finish that off with the log, go Goblin Barrel, and then just apply as much pressure as we possibly can. Okay, we gotta kill those Evolved Skeletons, and we do. Let's go and split up our Rascals. We got a lot of stuff going at him. Cheesecake, can we get this towards your tower? I don't think so, but I really want you to mess up. Of course you don't. That's awesome. Now he's gonna go piggies. Let's go for Little Prince, make the prediction. Doesn't happen. Feels great. Let's go for archers. Let's go in for a bandit here. Let's go Goblin Barrel really far back. And he's going to Earthquake me because he can. All right. Let's see if he messes up. Doesn't mess up. Bandit walks onto the tower, though. Okay. Okay, wait. Wait, what if we log on top of skeletons and finesse him a little bit? No way! We hit the Evo skeletons! There's a shot! Let's go! I knew he was going to drop skeletons, and I got him. That's insane. I just beat one of the best players in the entire world that I met in the CRL World Finals, and also one of my favorite people in the world. Maybe he just decided to throw the game so I could feel good about myself. But as you guys can see, he finished number 15 in the world last season. at 3,497 medals. So I got really lucky there. I just patiently played and waited for him to make a mistake, and then I spammed all my stuff, and it worked out really well. As you can see, one of the best decks in the game. You can beat people way better than you. Beating Cheesecake might happen 1 out of 50 matches, and I'm so happy it happened in that one. The pure power of brainlessly spamming the bridge with bait is unstoppable. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an incredible rest of your day.